Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was Doris Burke from 2K.
Oh! Okay, all right.
Tough news for basketball fans today as we learn that an injury to LeBron James is going to cause him to miss significant time.
Say it ain't so.
Yeah, I'm afraid it is, Hornet. And look, I hate to say it.
The Pelicans know their fans will be fired up for tonight's action. And how it's ended. Well, some say, what a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. Caldwell Pope out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the Pelicans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Then there's Lonzo Ball. Then there's Favors. And it's Melly. Position. Many players on their best behavior. For the Pelicans, Okafor is checked in for Favors, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Ball. Lakers shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Well, this season, the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania. And in 2022, they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development. It's going to keep this team competitive for a very long time.
Now the dish to Caldwell Pope. To the wing right side. From outside the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. And Brett, kind of a musical chair situation for the Bayhawks, the original franchise. This season, moving to College Park, Georgia, to become the Skyhawks.
That's right. That team was affiliated with the Atlanta Hawks, and now the Pelicans take over for the next 3 years in Erie with the new Bayhawks franchise before that move to Alabama in 2022.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. So it'll be Kentavious Caldwell-Pope shooting. That's on J.J. Redick. The Lakers have made their only other free throw attempt today on an earlier trip to the line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Now here's Okafor. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Ingram outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's on JaVale McGee. And another name included in that Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram. Still a lot to like about his game.
Pairs up well with what the Pelicans are trying to do. Perhaps the biggest asset coming over to New Orleans could flourish in this system.
Morris is checked in for Caldwell Pope. And one of the major pieces of the Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram, Brent, figures to be a big piece for this Pelicans team.
So much talk about Brandon Ingram and potential unrealized, and maybe some stability around this new organization with head coach Alvin Gentry is going to bring out the best in Brandon Ingram.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And there's another turnover by the Lakers. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for New Orleans. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Lakers. Alexander Walker passes to Hart. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. No good on the free throw. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Lakers trail by 6. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Down low. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. 5 points in the game.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
With 4 seconds on the clock, he can't get that one.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
Ingram is out there with Hart. Then there's Ejuan Moore. Then there's Okafor. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point guard. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. And he makes the first but misses the second. Moore in the corner. New Orleans moving the ball around. And slam dunk by Ingram.
A lot of people feel like Moore has natural point guard ability, so I like to see him find the open man.
And Okafor with the block. And that one's good. Ingram's got 4 points in the quarter.
Alvin Gentry has seen a lot in his time around the NBA, and last year in New Orleans, really no different. With injuries and trade demands from their top player, it was about trying to keep things together. I don't know, maybe the reward of all that was the roster that he has in front of him now.
Now the pass to Smith. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And sometimes when a new front office takes over, a coach. The Lakers have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
In this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Here's Alexander Walker. No points in the game yet for him. Ingram outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Davis.
Love how Ingram toys with the opposition, drawing contact very easily on these kinds of attempts.
Both free throws good for Ingram.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Davis. 29 points for him last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. Hits it from 3-point range. He's got 9.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And Holiday, here we go. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
That's a great drive from Drew Holiday, using that blazing speed to his advantage.
Caldwell Pope left side. Shoots it up. The shot misses. And New Orleans will come the other way. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
And the first half is now in the books. Pelicans lead by 10.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the last few games you have been on fire, and it's carried over to tonight. What's gotten into you these last few games?
You know, I've been trying to figure it out myself. I just look at the day-to-day routine, and more or less it's been the same. So why overthink it? Let the results just keep on happening.
Yeah, you want to be chill no matter what happens out there, right?
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. An exceptional performance. Team swap here for the Lakers. You know, Brett, we know guys love really jawing at each other. What was your criteria for issuing a double technical for trash talk?
Yeah, in today's game, it's kind of like it could be a whisper
Right.
or a wink, you know, the way that they
It's
look
both
at it.
sides, doesn't it?
And they just try to curtail anything that could escalate, Kevin. That's really what the referees are doing. As soon as they see some kind of body movement or see guys starting that way, they want to cut it off before anything else happens. So the criteria is a little bit confusing. I like to see them getting after a little bit.
So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got JaVale McGee. Morris is out there with J.R. Smith. And it's Caruso in at the 2 spot. They get it back. That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from McGee.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Ingram outside. Here's Hart. He's got 9. Clock at 6. Redick inside the line. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And a missed layup. Pelicans leading by 4. To the paint. And he dunks it down.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Anthony Davis comes in for Morris. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Alex Caruso. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
From downtown. And the 3 ball is good. He's got 12.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Here's Alexander Walker. Rebounded by McGee.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And they double up Davis. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And you can see the lower body strength from AD right there, able to take contact, get fouled, and still get the shot to go.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Holiday's checked in. 30 seconds left in the third. He kicks to Okafor. Ingram outside. Six on the shot clock. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. The Lakers on top, leading by a point. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Brandon Ingram's out there with Okafor, and it's Hart in at the small forward. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And you have to tip your cap to Kuzma. He absorbs contact well and knows how to adjust his shot.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Ball's checked in, and the Lakers also making a switch. Howard's checked in. Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Ball. Drops in the layup for 2. Ball's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, I just love seeing it. Ball put it on the deck, using those long strides to get all the way to the cup.
And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Now here is Holiday. Belly, and it's sent back by Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard still makes you think about your shot attempts, easily leaping up to throw that one away.
Pass to Kuzma. Now Davis. Second chance shot. Can't hit that one. Excellent D there from Okafor. Here's Ball. The teardrop falls in. Ball's got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
And how clever is this guy? I mean, just no fear going with the soft, high-arcing floater.
And the Lakers call time here.
And you look at Lonzo Ball, certainly high expectations.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Holiday. Here's Favors. And Davis sends it back.
Love that D from Davis. Rises up and swats that shot away.
Right side Green. Floats it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
Ray, you talk about the hype for Lonzo Ball and the pressure. Do you think that creates an additional challenge for a young player?
Yeah, he's scuffled at times, but I think the future remains very bright for that young man.
First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6.
Such a terrific two-way guy. Drew Holiday isn't just an offensive powerhouse. He loves to play defense. I mean, loves it.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip, drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're in front by 5. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. The 3. Here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Passes the ball beyond the arc. That shot off, and the Lakers will go the other way with it. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Takes the 3. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock, and Davis gets it to go.
Yeah, to look at the frame of AD when he came into the league as opposed to it is now, he's so much more tough, and more physical and doesn't mind the contact.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Gets the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Good on both.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
What can you say about these guys that we haven't said already?
Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right here.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end it.
I feel it. I feel it.
Game.
I love it.
Right.
That is a tough break for one of the game's great.
UK Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Washington Wizards. Well, for Washington, they've had a tough time over the last...
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, and as things get ready to roll. And fantastic as always, David, thank you. Shea certainly had his ups and downs, Greg, along the way.
Well, ultimately, having to fight for a spot in this league may make him a better player. He's
making some changes here. Of course, the game is shifting towards skill and finesse, but there are those players who thrive in this league who are like bulldozers and force the issue inside.
Well, a guy like Blake Griffin, who is such a physically gifted basketball player, enters the league as one of the great dunkers, but has now added a three-point shot, still can play bully ball. But for me, the most ferocious at-the-rim scorer and the guy who's probably most underrated aspect is his strength is the Greek freak. Giannis Antetokounmpo at the rim. Good luck and good night.
I don't know how you do it, right? How do you defend that?
Impossible.
Indeed.
And his coaches and teammates love that. They want Hachimura getting after it more on that offensive glass.
Takes a three. It doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Wall, no luck.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's Davis, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Davis has got 7 points.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Outside, Beal. Inside, here's Wall. Good, it's Beal picking up the assist. And that's now 7 points for Wall.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. Looking now at some numbers for Wall. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. Putting up about 18 points per, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Napier passes to Mahimi, 6 to shoot. From 12 feet out. Hachimura, no good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
From deep three-point range, and Wagner pulls it down. And it's Washington's ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Napier passes to Wagner. Smith with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix. Over Morris. And it's Smith missing. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen. One of the most dangerous scorers in the game, Bradley Beal spoke.
I think the biggest thing is he's still young.
Ellen. It's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Ryan is checked in for Mahinmi. Brown comes in for Mo Wagner. Bradley Beal's checked in for Ish Smith. And John Wall subbed in for Shabazz Napier. They've got Smith. Anthony Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. That's the Laker 5. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Well, Scott Brooks now in his 4th year as coach of the Wizards, and it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him so far in his tenure in the D.C. area. And think about it, guys, under the gun now because the GM who hired him was now let go.
And it's Wall in the corner. Goes up on the wing. That shot is off. So the Lakers will take it the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
And Doris for Brooks, he'll be doing what he can to get this team back in the playoff hunt.
And I think, Kevin, the area they must address is the defensive end of the floor. Listen, they have thrived offensively under Scotty Brooks. But this team, if you're going to get into the playoffs and thrive, you've got to be a quality defensive unit.
Puts it up from 15. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, that was a $1 million crossover to free him up, but that finish, I'd give him 50 cents.
Drills it from outside. And it's a 4-point Laker lead.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Davis.
Oh, this guy's so explosive, and John Wall knows how to draw contact when he gets to the rack.
And John Wall, of course, having to fight back from that torn Achilles, but also is now having to play up to that super max contract he signed.
And Washington making a change here. Wagner's checked in. And with Wall, no doubt he's a star guard. But with that contract, Greg, comes heavy expectations.
No doubt. And I'd like to see Wall become more proactive, really as a playmaker on offense in the near future. Depending on how he feels after the injuries, he might need to change his style just a bit.
Pass to Beal. Yep, that one goes in there. Beal's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Oh, slicing into the lane. Nice take by Bradley Beal.
Passes it to Caldwell Pope. Smith outside. Lakers passing it around. Pass to McGee. He kicks to Smith. Here's Davis. From past the arc. That shot off. Wall with some nice defense. And it's Beal in the corner. There's the three. That shot misses. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we read.
Thank you, Kevin. Here.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed. Teams will make substitutions.
Well, for Washington, D.C. basketball, they have one title to their name, the champs back in '78.
What a run that was for that team led by the great Wes Unseld. But boy, in the 40 years since that title, my goodness, fans of this franchise have waited so patiently for that return to greatness. When will it come?
Taking a look at the Wizards. Mahinmi is out there with Wagner. And it's Smith. Then there's Shabazz Napier. And it's Hachimura in at the 3 slot. For the lead. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect. Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the 3-ball in his last year of college, hit over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
And the Lakers making a change here. McGee's checked in.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Napier. His last 10 games, he's putting up 9 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
From 10 feet out, and he drops that one in.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
And the rejection by Smith. But they'll get another chance. Jacks up a 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. 11 points in the game.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
The pass to Hachimura. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the third, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. And a change for the Wizards. Beal's checked in. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Wizards. On Sunday, They'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Tuesday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
And that matchup against the Heat, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Howard's checked in for Los Angeles. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Napier. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Kuzma, that's good.
And got to be aware of Kuzma, especially with how he attacks there off the dribble.
Smith surveying the D. Wagner. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists tonight. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Launches a 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And the game still close. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Anthony Davis is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Howard. Then there's J.R. Smith. That's the Laker 5.
Looking to get stops late, that kind of defense ain't gonna cut it.
That's unacceptable. The hustle and focus on that end is not there for either side.
Beal finds Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Yeah, this is one of the top athletes in the league. Wall showing his lateral and vertical mobility.
Can he keep it going? And the shot is long.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Here's Hachimura. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. No one near Wall as he lets it go. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Bryant's got 4 assists in the game. The Lakers trail. Caldwell-Pope outside. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen, Greg, great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Davis Bertans checks in for Mo Wagner. And it's Brown in for Hachimura. Here's Wall, and Wall with the slam.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, Greg. Keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, we know this. John Wall is a great scorer, but look.
And the Wizards with possession. 6-point game. Now here's Wall. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts. And with Wall, the assists are always high. But Doris, his turnovers are up there too, unfortunately.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. And I think part of that is because John Wall plays the game at breakneck speed. You hope as the years go on, he becomes more efficient in terms of his decision-making.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Anthony Davis.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything. Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
.54 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. 51 seconds left in the fourth. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
He was able to listen in on what Scott Brooks had to say to his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game. Fellas?
Beal on the double team, and it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Alvis Bertans checks in for the Wizards. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Beal can't get it to go. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
The Wizards with another miss. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
A 3-ball. The shot, no good. And so the Lakers take the win. So, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that's the deal tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony,
hey, good game, fellas. Good game, Playboy. Good game, Sarge. What's up?
I see you.
You see me? Good game.
It's all right.
Hey, what can I get for you today?
Yo, thanks for letting me take a look.
Anytime.
Man, this year was so much fun, but it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV is returning for Season 7.
Yes, we're coming your way on September 4th. All new episodes of NBA 2K TV and NBA 2K21, where everything is game.
There's a look at downtown Los Angeles from the air. We're coming to you live from the Staples Center. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting end. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Let's take a look at Dallas. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right. And with tip-off,
well, for the
a lot riding on it. Thanks, David. And early in the season, Clark, rotations getting settled. How important do you think it is to have players who really embrace their roles on that team?
You know, I think it's a combination of accepting and embracing your roles, really relishing what it is you're to do and to...
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Mavericks shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And the free throw, no good. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
Back to Brunson, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
No good that time, and it's Dallas the other way. Hardaway with it. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. Brunson kicks to Doncic. Hands it from downtown. Doncic has got 5.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
And you know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, 1 star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on.
Shot from 12. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
On the wing, Doncic. No good from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
The shot missing. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against the Suns in Phoenix.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Doncic finds Curry. Dallas moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Count that one. He has 5. And so it's Dallas enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia.
My older brother, he was a big fan of him.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Dallas. On the perimeter, it's Curry and Doncic. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then it's Dwyane Wade. And it's Kleba in at the 4 spot. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different tongue.
Yeah, if they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David. Doncic feeling it out. The 9-foot shot. A rebound by the Lakers. Last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Yeah, you know, that differential jumps off the page to me. And whether it's more disciplined defense or more aggressive offense, they've got to look to flip that script tonight.
High arcing shot. Nailed from three-point land. Doncic has got 8.
That is a sweet-looking jumper there, boy. Doncic doesn't need much space or time to get shots off.
Timeout called the Lakers. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spot.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, and I think another key, guys, will be can they continue to hit that mid-range shot? I mean, they've been very effective here early on.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
The pass to Wright, and Davis sends it back. They get it back, and the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
And right, here we go. And Davis sends it back.
Well, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker. You know, for Porzingis, the business of the family is basketball. His parents played at a very high level. His older brother played professionally for over a decade, and the first word that Porzingis said was ball, and he's had one in his hands pretty much from the start.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, you got to push Porzingis out of the paint. If you don't, you're looking for trouble.
Teardrop shot. Pass to Morris. Smith outside. Lets the 3 fly. The shot, no good. And so it's Dallas, sitting on a 21-point lead to... And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at a platoon swap here for the Lakers. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dwight Powell comes in for Maxi Kleba. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Dwyane Wade in for Jalen Brunson. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Then there's J.R. Smith, and it's Caruso in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there. And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
Morris is checked in for Alex Caruso.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game. And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers' history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
Tries again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And that one misses.
And he has been grinding away to get himself to the line. It hasn't always turned into points, but he's doing a lot of the dirty work for them. And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Curry passes to right, to the inside. Here's Doncic. Up and in on the layup. Doncic has got 10.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Cauley Stein passes to Doncic. Brown. For the finish. And Kuzma slams it in.
You got to keep Kuzma in front of you, especially in transition. Once he gets behind you, it's done.
Dallas leading by 13. Doncic kicks to Cauley Stein. Curry looking around. Pass to Doncic. And no good. Good work defensively by Morris.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. On the inbound. No good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Well through. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Curry and Doncic, the guard pair. Hardaway is out there with Powell, and it's Cauley Stein in at the 5. Clark, a big jump in scoring, but I think a lot of that is because of the prolific role players we have in the NBA now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. When you think about starters putting up points and then you have guys that fortify benches and can get points in bunches, the first name that comes to mind for me, Lou Williams. A designated role of scoring the basketball in limited minutes. And when he gets it going, watch out. Nobody quite like Lou Williams putting it in the basket as a role player.
Davis against Cauley Stein. There's the triple. Drills the three-pointer.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
Curry with it. Picked up by Kuzma. Curry dishes to Hardaway. Doncic trying to get open. Hardaway, no good. Lakers trail by 9. Over in the corner, Green. The tray. And no good that time. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Timeout called the Lakers. And the big contract for Tim Hardaway Jr. back in 2017, Clark. 4 years, $71 million.
Hey, sometimes timing is everything.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
You know, guys, when I look at KP, I think he's got the talent to be a franchise player. As long as he stays healthy, I think he'll be a force in the league for a while.
From deep. No good. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. To come to the building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge.
The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20. And first looks at what's coming up in my team for 2K21.
Yeah, so it's looking like Bradley Beal is...
The 2K Sports pregame show.
It's that time of the year. And now a moment of payday. The players love him. Thank you, David. And now the Lakers starting group. Howard is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Waiters in at the 2. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Hood. What are the aspects, the characteristics of an offense that is needed to get to that level?
You have to be balanced.
Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now. It's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Basket good.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
Oh, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range area.
Here's McGee, finished off the break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
McGee against Nurkic. He kicks it to Lillard. Off target from outside. Lakers trail by 6. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, GA, I mean, great look. High percentage shot. That's the efficiency you're looking to establish.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
And the pick-and-roll tandem of Damian Lillard and Yusuf Nurkic, one of the most unstoppable in our league.
Yeah, Nurkic, as a role man, not only a scorer, but also a capable passer, too. They had the second most assists on the team last season. He and Lillard have mastered the nuances of the pick-and-roll game.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Markieff Morris is checked in for Anthony Davis. Smith comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Green in for Waiters. Knocks down the 3 ball.
He's a volume 3-point shooter. McCollum looks to take this shot often for this very reason.
Smith outside. And it's sent back by Lillard. Here's McCollum. He drains the quick shot. McCollum's got 7 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. For Los Angeles, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. That free throw missing. Little, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And the second free throw, good. Trailblazers leading by 6. McCollum outside. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
This one for 3. That one misses. 1 second left. No good that time. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomed.
A lot of responsibility when things go bad.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, they've got Smith. Markieff Morris is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Green. Lillard from deep 3-point land, but they get it back. Here's Little. And finally they hit one.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Greg, let's take a look at Nasir Little. More power and athleticism at this point than skill, wouldn't you say?
I mean, no doubt. As an amateur, he could rely on the physical gifts to dominate. But in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Guys sometimes don't make it big when they first get on the scene. Late bloomers that have caught your eye right now in the league. Guys that have really picked up their game.
Well, how about D'Angelo Russell?
Good one,
Let's talk about getting traded, having to move at a young age. That really could be devastating for some players. So for him to have the skill set and the mental frame of mind to fight over that, I love it. And how about Julius Randle? I mean, I didn't see it coming. I knew he was a beast, but he's a beast.
You mean he's a beast?
Yeah, something like that.
And Portland making a change here. Anthony's checked in. And so it's teams deciding to change it up. The Lakers have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor, something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes.
Thank you, Kevin. Jay, it is amazing how quickly you have adjusted to the speed of the NBA. Is Rookie of the Year something that's already crossed your mind?
It most definitely is. I aim to be the best. That's what the honor is all about. There's still work left to be done, but hopefully I've taken a step towards the end goal.
Yeah, you look like you're looking for this award, man. And look out. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Whiteside. And Trevor Ariza subbed in for Rodney Hood. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 50% from the line, 6 of 12 so far. That free throw, no good. Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know what? He's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But I think, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. And so many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But, yeah, no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons, brother, out there in any of these games.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Dwight Howard. Here's Lillard. That one doesn't drop. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Makes it off the glass. He's got 16. Now McCollum, 12 points for him. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. The drive by Nurkic. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
Collins checked in for Anthony. Danny Green, he's checked in for Los Angeles. McCollum against Green. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Love watching McCollum shoot the ball. He has such a pure, clean-looking Jimmy.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over. And 6 straight playoff appearances for the Blazers under Terry Stotts. Last season making the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, GA, and he was rewarded with a multi-year contract extension. He's done a great job developing their young players while also having them compete at a high level.
Lillard misses. Lakers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Caldwell Pope finds McGee.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Portland leading by 20. Lillard outside. To the middle. Here's McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And he banks in the layup. 20 points for him.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Ariza outside. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And as we approach the new season, some new talent making the most of their opportunity in the league. Let's check out the race for Rookie of the Year. Some great young players. He's got some work to do in order to get into that conversation, I think, but there are plenty of games left for him to make his mark.
And I just love the way the competition between these rookies has taken shape this year. Everybody wants to take home that Rookie of the Year award.
Yeah, everybody wants to join the club. Come on, fellas, get in the club. But, yeah, it's been an especially intriguing race for that honor this season. And it's only going to get more so as we head into the stretch drive.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Lillard. Green with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Lillard outside. From deep three-point range. A rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Tries again. He lays it in.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Once Lillard gets going, it's fun to watch. I mean, he attacks with such ferocity.
Just 3 on the clock. No good that time. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick to see.
Look now for Portland. Whiteside comes in for Little. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. So the Lakers 5 right now. Murray out there with Markieff Morris. Then there's Davis. And it's Caruso in at the 2 spot.
Just think what the score would be if it weren't for him. I mean, he's been amazing. But a one-man show isn't going to get you a win in the league.
Hood, the pass to Whiteside. Here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
And McCollum is remarkably quick. Love seeing him put it on the deck and finish at the rim.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. And it's blocked by Whiteside. They recover it. 2 points. That one goes. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. The pass to Nurkic. Back to Hood. Here's McCollum. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Portland.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the 2nd of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Lillard.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
Adams' shot is good.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second.
They're looking to get the most out of every possession. Frustrated to miss even one free throw right now.
32 seconds left in the game. Over to the wing. Lets it go from deep. A nice shot by Simons.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
Here's Azania. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge.
Rough stretch here.
Kevin Harlan saying,
Can I grab you for a second, Che?
Yeah, what's up?
You set a new career high in points scored tonight. Don't you think you deserve a bigger role on the team?
I'm happy to take on whatever role coach asks of me. If he wants me to score more, I can do that. If he wants me to facilitate, I can do that too. My job is to be ready at all times.
Good stuff. Anything else?
You trying to set me up, Vin? Seems like it.
Che, I would never. Unless you feel like giving me a real soundbite.
Nah, not at all, man. I'll catch you later, all right?
All right, all right.